Hello my dear geographers, I hope you all are doing well. So once again welcome back to your geography class. In this class I am going to start a new topic of class 10 geography ICSC, that is industry. Now in your book itself the industry is divided into two parts. One is agro-based industry, another one is mineral based industry. Now in agro-based industry, as you know that the silk industry, it has been removed by the council. So you don't need to study that, but the cotton textile industry is really important. Now, before starting this agro-based industry, let's learn what is the meaning of industrialization. Now, industrialization is nothing but the growth or the development of the industries in a particular country or a particular region. Now, the country, if it is highly industrialized, that means obviously the economy of the country will be very flourished, will be very much developed. Now here, industry, it is also considered as a secondary activity. Now in our economic activity, we have learned that there are three types of economic activities if you are broadly classifying it: primary, secondary and tertiary, and industry is one of the important part of the secondary activity. Now what is the secondary activity and why the industry, it is considered as the secondary activity? Because by the process of industrialization or through this activity, the raw materials can be transformed into the finished product. Now here I want to give you one example. We all are wearing this clothes, right? So this clothes, it is for this clothes the raw material is cotton. Now cotton itself, it's an agricultural product, right? So the cotton is the raw material. In the industry or in the factories, the cotton, it is generally processed or it is generally transformed to this cotton clothes. So that's what the finished product, it is completely a part of this industry. That's what the industry is also considered as a secondary activity, because it helps to transform the raw material into the finished products. Now here India has made the significant progress in this industrial development. Now why so? Now, if you will see that India is one of the top 10 industrialized countries in the world. Can you believe that? Though India is a developing country, but still it is one of the top 10 industrialized country. Now, why? Because India, it possesses some important factors, the important conditions for the industries. Now, what are that factors? Yes, number one, raw material. The natural resources are huge in India. There is abundant of natural resources and all, like the raw materials. For cotton textile, we need the raw material cotton, which is really which is very much available in India. Now, for iron and steel industries, the raw materials are iron ore, coal, limestone, manganese. These are also available as a raw material in the eastern part of the country. Like this, throughout the country, the natural resources are immense. So that's what the raw material, there is an ample amount or ample supply of raw material, which generally helps to develop an industry. Now the next one is labor. Now yes, obviously India, it is highly populated country or densely populated country. That's what the labor can easily be available for this industrial purpose. Next is the hydroelectricity and the thermal electricity, that is also very much available in India. So these are the processes, and apart from that, the transportation facilities in India nowadays, it is also developing. Why transportation is required? To transport the raw material to the finished product and to transport the finished product to the market. So these are the general conditions, like the raw materials, the labors, the electric power supply, as well as the transport, and last but not the least, the huge market. In India, the agricultural products as well as the industrialized products are really in high demand. That's what the industry can be grown easily in this country. Okay, now the next topic that I want to discuss in this video, that is the need of industrialization or need of industries. Why industrialization and the industry are required. Now here the first point is, especially in our country, India, it is highly dominated by agricultural sector. Now most of the people, around 65 to 70%, they are engaged in this agricultural activity. But to develop ourselves, agriculture is not that perfect sector. Okay, so if the industry will grow up properly, then the people, they can easily get job over there, and it will help to sustain their life properly. Next is the rapid industrialization can also support the agriculture in direct way. Like what happened in agricultural sector nowadays, the technology, it is being used by the farmers and all, and the technologies, it is one of the part of these industries. Next is the industries produce some goods and equipments that are really helpful for the defense sector of our country. Another point is industries are required to keep the place with the front, like in fast moving world, and in terms of advancement of technologies and all. Now industry means obviously the technology will be developed. Okay, now the some machines and all, they are also a part of industry. So if industry will not be there, then obviously this technology will not be used properly, and without technology our country is nothing. Now next is the rapid industrialization is also required for getting the jobs. If the industries, if the factories will not be there, then the people will also not get the proper job. Okay, so for the employment facilities, the industry is one of the important factor. And last but not the least, the industrialization is also required to maintain a favorable balance of trade, because we know the finished product that is being produced by a industry, this product will be delivered to a market, right? So by this the trading process will sustain properly. So for this trading process, for the business purpose, the industry is really needed. So this is all about the importance of the industry. I hope you all have understood this. And in next video, I'm going to discuss the agro-based industry, and the first industry in agro-based industry that is mentioned in your book, it is cotton textile. So now I'm going to put some interesting questions regarding this topic. Please try to attempt this. Till then, thank you and take care.